Guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to talk about the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Well, I guess the Boba Fett 2 movie, but mainly about the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. So both movies has been cancelled. For the reason why it was got cancelled is because the Han Solo movie, or Solo, a Star Wars story, has flopped in the box office. Like, I think it was the worst Star Wars movie in terms of the box office numbers, even though I feel like it's better than The Last Jedi, Attack of the Clones, and way better than the stupid holiday special. Every one of the Star Wars movies, the prequels, sequels, original trilogy, and the spin-off movies are Solo, a Star Wars Story, and Rogue One, a Star Wars Story, are better than the stupid holiday special, which counts as the first spin-off movie in my book, which was horrible. Truly, truly horrible. But getting back to the subject, I've heard Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Kenobi, a Star Wars story, and Boba Fett, or slash Fett, a Star Wars story, has been cancelled, partially due to Solo, a Star Wars story, bombing in the box office. And to be honest, the Boba Fett movie not happening, as much as I wouldn't mind seeing a Boba Fett movie, it doesn't really affect me per se, because I never technically wanted a Boba Fett movie, but I wasn't opposed opposed to having a Boba Fett movie. Was a Boba Fett movie, even though I don't necessarily want one, I would accept. I would accept the Boba Fett movie. As long as they keep it right, as long as they take the SJW crap out, political crap out, and he must like female power, or he must be sexist out, and focus on writing the movie good, then I wouldn't mind having a Boba Fett movie. Same with the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Now, the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, on the other hand, which I got his lightsaber here. Hold on. There we go. It took me a few times, but Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. But now the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, I would love to see, and hopefully Lucasfilms will change his mind. And that definitely affects me a little bit, because I am bummed out that we're not getting an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. I was pretty excited to see Ian McGregor reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, and before I go more into Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, I don't want a prequel a backstory of Boba Fett, partially because we got a backstory of Boba Fett kinda in Attack of the Clones. So I feel like it should be like a sequel that takes place in between Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One, or between Empire and Jedi. Between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Obi-Wan Kenobi, though, will have to be in between Episode 3 and Rogue One. Because, first off, I don't want a prequel to Obi-Wan. Kind of the same with Boba Fett. We kind of got some sort of origins of Obi-Wan in the prequels. Like we saw him as a Padawan, then we saw him as a Jedi Master. We saw him as a Padawan in The Phantom Menace, then we saw him being a Jedi Master in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. I'm just talking about the prequels, not the original trilogy, because in the original trilogy, he was definitely a Jedi Master, but... So, since we kind of got a sort of an origin story for Obi-Wan in the prequels, I feel like it would be beneficial for them to not only with the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, but also with the Boba Fett movie to have this set after the events of Revenge of the Sith. And thank you for the like. I saw that like. Thank you for the like. But wait, hold on, somebody's texting. Oh, it's Skype. Yeah, I'm not gonna respond to Skype yet. But what was I saying before Skype said some notified me? Oh yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm bummed out that he isn't really getting a movie. Uh, because one, he's my favorite Jedi Master of the prequels, and my second favorite Jedi overall. And it would have been interesting to see what he had to do in between the events of Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One. Or you can say Rebels, because, you know, Rebels took place the events of Rebels took place like 5 years before Rogue One, I want to say. And we only got like one episode of Obi-Wan in Rebels. So, kind of getting that in that perspective, I would like to see a Kenobi movie in between Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One, or Rebels. That says Phil TMNT, not as Skater Shadows. Oh no, I'm taking a break from my other YouTube channel for a little bit. Cause taking a break from the actual subject, cause it's kind of hard to while me taking care of some stuff in my personal life, it's kind of hard to manage 3 YouTube channels. My personal account, personal channel, and then this group channel, and this little boy's channel as well. So I want to focus more onto Skater Shadows account and try to deal with the problems in my personal life before I come back as Phil TMNT. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but yeah, if that makes sense. But like I said, Obi-Wan Kenobi is my favorite Jedi of the prequels, my second favorite Jedi, and I'm really bummed that he's not getting a movie. Because my favorite book, I don't think I got my backpack up here. Yeah, I don't think I got my backpack up here, darn. Hold on. Yeah, I don't. From my point of view, few shadows are evil. You finish the quote. From my point of view, the few shadows are evil. Uh, but that famous Jedi Ninja Turtle is not. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying with that line. Oh, Phil TMNT? Yeah. See, the Jedi Master Ninja Turtle, or the Ninja Turtle Jedi Master, is supposed to be a reference to my that you're lost. Flip on the private, which means hi, Philippe. How are you doing? Oh, in Bulgarian. I'm good, Rim. How are you? But the book, I was going to show you guys this one book called Kenobi. And it's by this person with the last name Jackson. I don't know his first name. I forget his first name. And it shows you what Obi-Wan had to go through in between Revenge of the Sith. Oh, now it's Legends. But at that time, it shows you what happened to Obi-Wan, some of his adventures on Tatooine in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. And this was before Rogue One and Rebels were even created. This was before Lucasfilms got bought out by Disney. And to be honest, Kenobi is my favorite Star Wars book in general. And it's debatably my favorite book of all time. Because it shows you the struggle. I know who to blame for no Obi-Wan Kenobi. As the song puts, blame Canada. Oh wow, okay. Okay. Means doing good. Okay. But the Kenobi book I'm referring to is shows you the struggles Obi-Wan went through. Like he's struggling not to do things as a Jedi does, cause you know this is after the events of Revenge of the Sith, and in Revenge of the Sith, Order 66 happened. Anakin Skywalker helped the Chancellor, or Darth Sidious, execute Order 66, which I unintentionally made a quote, but and Order 66 was pretty much this order for the clone troopers to turn on their Jedi generals. So, and the Empire was still trying to find the remaining, like the Jedi. The Empire was trying to look for the remaining Jedi that survived Order 66, and that's why Obi-Wan was trying to hide on Tatooine. So, partially so he can protect young Luke Skywalker. But then something happens where he can't help but to get involved. And he uses his name Ben, which you see him using in the original trilogy. And it kind of explains how Obi-Wan got the name Ben. And like I said, something happens where Obi-Wan can't resist but help those people. Help these people come out this problem. And for the most part, he kind of hides the fact that he's a Jedi. Uh, he had to fight these Tusken Raiders, which he had to use his lightsaber, but they were oblivious to the fact that he was a Jedi, and the people that he helped were oblivious to of him being a Jedi, except for one. But that was like more of like the villain of the book, and this was towards the end of the book, where Obi-Wan kind of unintentionally showed this guy that he was a Jedi. But I don't really like that book because of the struggle of Obi-Wan not trying to go into his Jedi instincts. But I like this book because uh it shows that he blames himself for what happened to Anakin and how Obi-Wan still thinks that he killed Anakin on Mustafar in their duel, and you see that Obi-Wan tries to commune to Qui-Gon, who doesn't commune to Obi-Wan in the entire book. But there's like, I want to say five, maybe six point parts where of the book where Obi-Wan tries to communicate with Qui-Gon Jinn, who is, for those of you who don't know, that was his first Jedi Master. And then after Qui-Gon Jinn died, was killed by the hands of Darth Maul, Yoda was the one who took Obi-Wan in as a Jedi Master, as a Jedi apprentice. But you see the entire book like six times about where you see Obi-Wan is trying to communicate with Qui-Gon who never answers. But I do like the fact that Obi-Wan kind of struggles of hiding that he is a Jedi and kind of him struggling with the fact that pretty much in his mind that he killed Anakin on Mustafar and that the Jedi are extinct and pretty much struggle with the fact that struggle into adapting from a life of action to a life of being a hermit. And the reason why I'm referring to this book because it would have been cool to see this on the big screen. Like it would be literally cool to see this on the big screen. And it's really a bummer that this will never happen. And maybe as like as a nod to them making a Boba Fett movie, assuming that they ever change their mind, assuming that Lucasfilms ever change their mind, as a nod to them making an Boba Fett movie, because I feel like Obi-Wan, the Kenobi movie, if they're going to go through saying, hey, yeah, we changed our minds, so we're going to make a Boba Fett and an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, I feel like Obi-Wan should go first, and then have Boba Fett get teased, like make a cameo in the Kenobi movie, and that would be a nod to saying, hey, yeah, we're going to make a Boba Fett movie. And I feel like those two movies could go back to back within like the years. Like have Obi-Wan Kenobi come out in like I guess in 2019, no, in 2020, and then Boba Fett in 2021. That makes sense. Kind of like how they kind of teased the Solo a Star Wars story in The Last Jedi when Luke gave Leia Han Solo's dice, which was showed in the Solo a Star Wars story. It was even though The Last Jedi is not my favorite movie, I feel like that was pretty nice way of teasing the Solo Star Wars story in The Last Jedi. But yeah, as I said earlier in the stream, the Boba Fett movie being cancelled doesn't really affect me because I didn't necessarily want a Boba Fett movie, but I was open of the idea of having a Boba Fett movie. I am bummed out about an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie because that was and still is one of the movies I would like to see. And hopefully Lucasfilms will change their mind saying, Yeah, we're gonna make an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. We're gonna have Ian McGregor reprise his role. And like I was saying earlier, with the Boba Fett movie, and I'm gonna refer to the Obi-Wan movie, that as long as they leave the SJW crap, and that, oh, you must like females, or otherwise you are a sexist, blah 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 blah. And if they don't shove their political views down our throats, I feel like having Obi-Wan Kenobi movies would be good. I feel like the movie would be good. That, and I kind of want uh the a Star Wars story to be tossed out. Just call it Star Wars dot 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 Kenobi. Or no, what's that thing that you see like dot dot on, like a dot on the top and a dot on the top, or a dot on the top, dot on the bottom? Is that called a semicolon? Semicolon? Guess if it is, I feel like that would be a cool way to do it. Saying Star Wars semicolon Kenobi or Obi-Wan. They don't even have to put Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because if they put Obi-Wan, like Star Wars Obi-Wan or Star Wars Kenobi, we can figure out it's about Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I seriously am sad that they decided not to go through with this. At least they announced it. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt it's because of the performance Solo Star Wars already got in the box office numbers, and because how people at Lucasfilms who works at Lucasfilms been trashing fans who dislike The Last Jedi, and Kathleen Kennedy not coming in saying, "Whoa, guys, that ain't cool. Guys, it needs to stop insulting fans that dislike The Last Jedi." So I wouldn't blame if those two reasons played a factor into why Boba Fett and the Obi-Wan Kenobi movies aren't happening. Anyways, my father wants to spend father and son time with me, so I'm going to go. So leave a comment below on how you guys feel about the cancellation of the Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Boba Fett movies being cancelled. And if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and may the force be with you.